The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Just a candle burns out then. Thought I had more than that.
Anyway, so you left town.
Yeah.
Why?
Why and how did you do that accidentally?
Well, you know the guys from the tavern?
Oh, those shits, yeah?
Yeah, They jumped me when I was turning a corner.
I knew I should have.
And then I woke up in my home village.
You can do that?
Well, no, that's where they took me.
They took you home.
Yeah, it's a day's trip. Half a day.
Oh.
I hope you showed those louts what for.
That's part of the problem.
Oh god, did you throw magic at them?
No, I don't actually think I can do that right now.
No, because the Eagle, he'll have to big lie for you.
I'm going to sort of edge over towards where Brandon is. Just sort of edge over there quietly. Just ever so quietly.
So you're a mage.
No. Kind of. No. Kind of.
No, he's like a guy who does tricks.
Of course. Okay,
No,
so
the
what
problem is
did
I
happen?
disemboweled one of them, and then skewered the other two.
With your sword?
Yes.
Because he heard the word magic and was it, and we're in the middle of Romania. I'm just making sure he's not going to make a run at one of us, try and kill us, and I'm going to be there first.
Okay.
Just on the off chance. Because we don't really know this person, and we're talking about magic and
murder.
and murder, and all the good things.
So anyway, back to the scene.
But I ran into my parents.
Because they'll be at home, of course, yeah.
Well, actually,
You do realise you might have caused a murder scene and then led anybody who might have seen it to your parents.
that's why I want to go back.
That's why we should go back right now. Won't that just cause more problems? Won't that just draw more attention to your parents?
Well,
There's nothing more deadly than a mob. And these Barmanians.
Okay, here's the thing. If something's already happened, it would have happened by now, right? Like, you said it was... How long did it take you to get back?
half a day.
So let's be honest here. It's already too late if somebody's seen something.
I never used magic.
No, but I mean, if so,
Killed them with my sword, and then walked around the village for a bit, and then went to see my parents.
Look, here's the truth of the matter, at least as far as I can tell, and anybody feel free to correct me if I am incorrect, but if anybody saw you do anything and
No one
was
saw me
led
do
to your
anything.
parents, then they've already done something to them. If they haven't, then they're just as safe now as they're ever going to be, and you going back is only going to draw more attention to them.
You hid the bodies, right?
Under the hay, where was I meant to hide them? It was a barn.
One, I'll go. I don't think you should. Because if you show up and they see you with them, then they'll super kill them.
You are just as bound to this town as the rest of us. The only one who isn't is our new friend here.
They won't see me leave.
But what if they want to call on all of us while you are gone?
Female problems?
Huh?
Just... She's like taller than you, by the way.
I mean, it could be better if just I go. Tell me where it is. I'll take a look around.
No offense, but we have
Who
only
is
just
this guy?
met you.
That was also my question.
He helped us out with dealing with the Draugr.
You needed help with the Draugr.
Didn't you say there was
You're
only
the guy
one
who faced down
Draugr?
a Tarask.
To be fair, we didn't know there was
Just
only
go.
one until we'd
Didn't
already
hear
dealt
that
with
bit.
it.
Look, I'm no friend of Romanian prejudice.
Yes, but someone from Romania that works in Romania would say that too.
He doesn't sound Burman.
I know, but
I don't know if that's just Brendan's voice acting or if he actually doesn't sound Burman. I have no idea.
The voice might change when I regain my proper vocal functions.
How insensitive of me. No War Machine movie for me tomorrow.
Well, at the very least, it's like, no offense, but I would not trust you to help with this problem alone, but I have no qualms about having you assist somebody else.
Oh, why not take the car driver? Send him with him. He look over him. No one noticed him go anywhere.
I don't think the cart
He's a
driver
big guy.
was...
Right?
Oh, the shady guy in the corner down there.
Yeah, shady guy. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. Incidentally, when he's gone, I need to talk to you. When this shady guy here is gone.
No.
No offense.
To all
but-
of us, or
No offense, but you weren't there.
all of us, or just me?
Well, am I going to need protection from you?
Yes.
Then yo.
What do you mean, yes?
you could play the flute.
I have played the flute around Roy. I did so last night.
And it was great. What a time.
Okay, look.
Well, I think we do need to actually check it out because if he's endangered them, then they could need help. And you're supposed to be heroes.
If you wish, I could make a go in and have a look. You can't go.
It would be bad if anyone saw you.
Tell us where it is, and
To be fair, if anybody's going to be able to get out of here and back and within a short period of time and not be seen, it's going to be Sulan.
Okay.
I'm just saying the cart driver is literally perfectly invisible when he wants to be.
He is, but I mean, that is up to him. He is no longer bound to us in any way. He has performed his duty.
He's not just a regular cart driver, is he?
How do you mean?
That sounded awfully
He also knows
suspicious.
how to handle camels.
Bound to you.
I mean
we're
that our
held by
contract is
Can remain
finished.
invisible whenever he wants to.
He's really good at stealth.
Yeah, if Sulan didn't want to be seen by you right now, you wouldn't see her.
Oh, no kidding.
I don't doubt that.
In the end, I mean, this is...
Nighttime would be the time to do it, and it's burning.
Well, it would be the time to do it for several reasons. In fact, I doubt that the Count will call on us during the middle of the night.
I'm still concerned about the one that's watching the inn and watching us.
I can distract anyone.
Yes.
All I have to do is just take my cloak off, and I'm very distracting, unless he's gay.
Then Saphira would suffice him.
And so long as he doesn't turn into Fat Saphiro for the entire movie. That obviously is not a thing she says.
Nothing anyone should have said.
Adrian, in the end, this is your family. All I can do is offer advice. I can't order you to
No,
not to do anything.
What
or
would
not
you like me
anything.
to do?
just
Check.
make sure things are fine. I'll lay out a map of the village and just point out where it is.
He quickly sketches a map.
If
So who's
anybody
going?
If anybody can do this, it's you, Sulan.
Just me?
If you want to take our new friend with you, he is not bound to the city as far as I know, so...
You wouldn't keep up.
I'll just follow along the road on my horse. If anything happens, you'll find me.
Why don't we get horses?
I can't
have
ride
a
a horse.
You have a horse.
We have one horse between all of us, right?
Yeah.
It's
The
to be
rest
fair,
all
it's only
died.
Clydesdale. The only person who wouldn't look incredibly tiny on it would be him.
I can't ride a horse.
Which reminds me, I should go down and check
Wait,
on
there
the
are things
horse.
you can't do? I'm so disillusioned right now.
I find that hard to believe.
Sulam is amazing.
So those two. Just let me know when I need to go distract Mr. Cowl. Also point them out to me. Let me guess. Dark grey, gold trim.
Not hard to spot when you're looking for it.
Yeah, I have a disturbing feeling I know what that is, but I can't quite place it right now.
Well, he's giving, as I said, he's giving.
So when she says the dark grey with gold trim, you know what that is. That's a Witcher. That's like their official uniform colours.
So we're being watched by a Witcher.
Oh, great.
What?
What's a Witcher?
Like a witch hunter.
Actually, a general magic hunter.
Yeah. They'll call you a witch when they burn you. Doesn't matter.
So you think they're keeping an
It's all
eye on
bullshit.
possibly you?
Watching this and watching, and he did look up when I opened the shutter.
Do you
But
think
they're
he can?
people, right?
Well, yeah, as far as I can tell.
Cool. I'll just shake my ass, he'll pay attention.
I'm perfectly willing to turn a blind eye.
Do you think this new ability of yours to see these auras is possibly magical in nature?
I don't know.
I mean, it should be
Strange-
clerical, essentially.
I can't believe you guys went to Jor-Karroc hunting with that.
Strange things have been happening since I left the village, so I don't
So there was
know.
only one Draugr.
Yes.
There was no way in or out of the...
That's the problem.
Where did it come from?
That's what we're.
Where did it
We
go?
could not find any.
They killed it.
We returned it.
We could not find any signs of anything that would indicate what caused
Well,
it to become a Draugr or where it might
So
have
you
come
just
from.
left.
We can talk about this all night, or I can leave now.
Please do, Sylvan.
Right.
Right.
Well, yeah, you may want to.
So we will take a short break. Okay. Royal walks outside.
That's disgusting.
Well, it's not disgusting.
There was coke in that.
Oh.
Do you want to secure it? I'm fairly sure people don't want spillage. Okay. Royal walks outside into the cold evening air, tossing her cloak over her shoulder as she does. I will now roll distraction. She thinks she's being successful. What do?
I'll leave out through the back.
To the stables.
Yep. Oh, through his horses.
Yep, also through the stables. Slowly, just normally loading packs like I usually would.
You load your horse up.
Slowly check all the
Settle it.
harnesses, make sure it's just how he likes it. Mount up.
Leading him out the gate.
Yeah.
The burly
Mount out the
guy looks at you guys questioning as I get, okay, it's night time and you're all saddling your horse up. Okay. Whatever. It's your horse, pal. You mount up.
Yep. Okay, just slowly trotting out of town. Lighting up a torch once we reach near the outer limits.
I'll hit the rooftops and disappear.
Yeah, you leave town. No one tries to stop you. So I need a hide in shadows.
Yeah, all good.
Move silently.
That's also good.
Climb walls.
It's a 96, so no.
Good thing you're not doing any of that.
Couldn't get much worse.
Even with a maxed out skill, a 96 is a fail.
Yeah, because it makes us
exactly.
95, right?
Unless you've got no matter.
The book says that you cannot have better than 95, even with all your bonuses. So if you've
Yeah.
got more than 95, it just comes down to 95.
So there's always a failure chance.
There's always a chance of failure.
Because you can always roll a 1, right?
Because
That's
fuck,
what a
because
95
fuck you. Okay, so you're riding out of town towards Thelman.
Yep.
You're like, man, I suppose I'll meet her on the way back because I'm so good.
I've already passed her.
Is anything happening on the way?
Is it?
I don't know.
If
Isn't
you
even
want to
gonna...
do perception checks on the way, but
I mean, it's like, you two going to do anything? Otherwise,
You
we'll
guys
just
are-
cut back to these guys.
Well, we're not together, so...
I was going to say they were travelling separately, weren't they? So-
I'll just be listening out, as always.
Meanwhile, back in Sephiro's room, Roya walks back in.
How did it go?
I think it went well.
Good. Oh, what were your plans for the rest of the evening?
I was going to sleep. But then I found out that I'm missing out on adventures.
I'm sorry about that, but you could not finish until a certain time this evening, and,
As we all know, Draugrs they disintegrate with the sundown.
well, they get stronger at night, but we did not know there was only one.
So I go missing, and you go into a crypt and look for Draugr.
We didn't even know you were missing, really. Like, Sulan did look around for you, but
Sulan can't find me. Do you not think there's a problem?
Maybe you were inside a place reading.
Sulan would have found me.
okay, and what were we supposed to do?
Oh no, I just thought it was an odd choice.
I mean, we would probably start looking more urgently if you hadn't shown up by tomorrow, but for all we know, you were doing your own thing, nose buried in a book somewhere. I'm glad you were safe, however.
I haven't had a chance to look around. Are there any places that will sell armor?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked around the marketplace yet myself. Sulan has looked around there, but
What were you doing all day?
I was writing in my journal because I hadn't had a chance to catch up with that for a while. I was looking for errands.
Did you check the 3 boards?
Yes. There may be something else on the morrow from the Baron, or at least his son's steward, that there is no doubt more on the boards that we could check out. The Draugr one seemed the most interesting, so we figured we'd tackle that one tonight before it got too late, and then perhaps we could look at something else tomorrow.
No. I will retire. Good evening.
Good evening.
Try not to leave me behind again.
Sorry, I did not realize you were so invested in joining us.
I mean, the whole point is adventure,
Yeah.
and I'm not having it.
To be fair, one Draugr wasn't much of a adventure. It was over before we knew it. In fact, we spent more time because the fool who had let us in locked the door behind us and wasn't listening to us knocking to get back
You
out.
probably sounded like a Draugr.
What, saying, hello, are you there?
I mean, I would if I was a Draugr.
I don't think Draugr can speak aside from going,
You don't think, or you know?
I mean, we haven't met a lot of Draugr.
no, well, the only ones I saw have just made hissing and
Uh-oh.
gasping sounds and...
Anyway, I want to train before we go to bed.
Well, Roya is... I mean, unless Roya's up for some training, or...
I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna
I mean,
have
you
to
could
stay.
try fighting against somebody with a shield for a while if you want to.
I would, but it too easy kill you. You might die. Not good idea.
Not just work at Lee. So yeah, if you want to practice against someone using a shield,
Time passes.
do you want any rolls out of us for training? Or?
Yes.
What do you want?
Attack each other. I'm Can you tell me who wins out of the two rolls?
I've not. I don't think it matters.
I got 14
Yeah.
versus 2.
Rip.
You learn it's really difficult to get anywhere close to striking home a fully armored dude. It ain't just swinging a sword around. You learn nothing. Really.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm mostly there to try and
But
teach.
you've done training. Cool. So, around about the middle of the night, you will arrive. You will ride into the outskirts of the town. You're already there.
Yep.
Over long distances, a good runner is faster than a horse.
And I wasn't galloping or anything.
Horses are garbage at long distance.
So, well, if I got there beforehand, I would have scaled the perimeter of the town since it's only a
Yeah,
roll.
it's a town. They're all worked up. There's a bunch of guardsmen there.
Are they assembled near the house?
No, they seem to be mainly assembled around this barn, like this big barn they've got for storing nuts and shit in.
And he did tell us that he killed them in the barn, didn't he?
Yep.
Yep. Alright, I'll go to it.
There is a house just beyond the outskirts of town that has some guards around it, and there's like a light coming from inside. The door's open. It looks like there's like something going on there.
I'll go have a look, see what's going on.
And that's when you ride in.
If nobody goes to stop me or speak to me,
Okay, the guard's going to be like, "Oh, stranger! We can't allow you to ride around here disturbing the crime. There's a vicious murderer on the loose that could still be here."
of course.
"Who be you, stranger?" he says, trying to maneuver his torch so he can see inside your hood.
Just a traveler from further in country.
"What devilry holds your tongue that you will not answer my questions?"
Just say I'm right.
I
Gonna fly
really,
with this guy. He's not an outsider. Baldric von Stein.
"Ah! And what business have you here in Thelmin? The armpit of the world. Like, what a crodler town."
I'm gonna fucking run this cunt to the ground.
Just passing through. Traveling mercenary. Looking for work.
"You travel late, mercenary."
I find it's always best to get a start at night. I like the wild. The outdoors.
"Well, this place is much like the wild. There is nowhere for you to stay here."
I'm just gonna pass on through, if that's fine with you.
Of course, of course. And stick to the roads lest you get lost in the nothing.
As I ride past, I'll just...
So Sulin uses distraction to get in the house, right?
Sure.
I would have got close to the house.
I'll walk the horse through the town.
Okay. So at the house you overhear...
It's just perception, isn't it? 12. And it's below wisdom. So it's yes.
I mean, you don't know what modifiers are on it, but yeah, pretty much. You over here is like, we understand that a man resembling your son was seen in this town. I haven't seen my son since he disappeared that one day long ago before the townspeople burned down our poor house. Oh, woe is me. Oh, my poor lost son gone forever. He certainly hasn't been here. Oh. Calm down, withered old man. The villagers want to kill us again because they say it was him, but it can't have been because he disappeared. Probably the evil magic consumed him is what I think. Yes, old man. Clearly, we will leave guards here to protect you. But you're sure you haven't seen him? Not since he disappeared. Well, I didn't see him disappear, you realize, but when he didn't show up, that's the last previous time before the last one earlier that we have seen him. Peasants. And you, crippled woman.
My son, is he come back? Is he come back again?
No, we are wondering if you have seen him.
Yes, he was a good boy, didn't say a lot. He could read, you know.
Well, these peasants are clearly really basic. Leave a guard here to make sure no one burns down their pathetic little cottage. We will ride out. Who's that Yellow Eyes? They leave the cottage and head back into town. So you're passing through town, you hear people like, who's that weird stranger? It could be the murderer. No, the murderer was really skinny and awkward looking. He had a face as dumb as a butt. Well, no, really? What? And long white hair. Remember, he was that weird kid. It must be. No one else could have hair that weird. But he disappeared after he incinerated the Viscount's son. That shitter. What was his name? Bastard the fuck? Yeah, Bastard the fuck. I think it was Garen, actually. No one cares what you say, old man. Excuse me, stranger.
Yes.
Welcome to Thalmin.
Thanks for the welcome.
Have you seen anyone with long white hair around?
No, for I surely would have cut them down.
Roll deception.
Oh,
Do you-
better. It's Serenia, right? That's where the white-haired folks...
Cesaria.
Cesaria.
Well, you're rolling.
Cesarian scum to the end of that.
No,
Well, I got a 19.
That's
that's
enough.
bad.
That's a hard
That's
no.
fail.
So,
Can't see my face.
He sounds like a liar. What are you
Who
doing?
said that?
I did. The fattest child you have ever seen walks up to your knee.
Punch him in the head.
Dismount and accidentally kick him in the
I
face.
think you're a big mean liar. Because you're in league with the witches who killed those guys. Calm down, Ramon. The random name generator is not working well today.
we've got Brendan, we've got Ramon.
Brandon. That one wasn't even...
You have insulted my honor, kid. Because of your age, I will spare your life. But be gone.
They give him a flick around the ear and he rolls down the street. like a grape.
Tubby with shit.
I'm very sorry about the boy. He's always been outspoken.
It's fine. I would do him no harm.
But have you seen any like weird white-haired evil witches?
No.
Well then,
I will be on my way.
good,
Thank you very
good.
much.
The whole assembled village is like giving you that like we don't take kindly to outsiders around here. Like there's village youths who are like clearly looking for someone to beat up because there are just a bunch of fucking cunts in this town. Like all of them, they deserve death. You get that feeling. Like there's something really bitter about everyone here. Just the surly attitude.
More so than
Most places.
finish walking Avalon through the town. And
Eventually, a shadow melts out of the edge of a town like there's a nut stalk. Fine.
Trees.
Nut tree. There. And just like the shadow melts out and it's her.
What did you find?
the village indeed suspects our friend. They questioned me on my pass through. They seek the murderer.
Yes, but the guards don't believe that it was him. They are posting a
A
protection.
couple of horsemen ride past. One of them yells loudly to each other. He clearly went south. It's not even remotely the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like north.
It's
east,
90 degrees
isn't it?
off.
Yeah.
But these people are bitter. I do not trust that they won't take action into their own hand.
But they've left a guard just in case. But it might be best if his parents were encouraged to leave the town.
Maybe they could get work at a farm in Thermostad
Yeah.
if there's work going there. Maybe the whole.
I think the sooner would be better.
We should return and get a letter from him and bring it back to him, to his parents.
The guard at the gate believed me a mercenary. So, if I made another trip back through, it probably wouldn't be too suspicious. Especially if I was offering protection for travelers. Just to make sure they get home. But, of course, we first have to go back.
Yes, well, let's return.
I pray nothing happens in the meantime.
There is a guard posted, so...
Mobs can do a lot more than a single guard can stop.
Yes, but if they were to kill the guard, they'd send the army to wipe this town clean.
Yeah, that would be a big step.
Yeah. But you'd know that, though, yeah. Right, we should return.
Will you join me on the road, or shall I see you back?
I'll see you back. So I've been finding this really unnerving, all the auras, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people have a red aura. There are a couple of villagers who have a blue one. Like two of the sort of almost adult louts. Like they kind of look like the kind who might be childhood bullies. They've got that sort of dead-faced... Oh, you know. They both look kind of like that.
But they walk around, nothing wrong.
Not
Everything's-
doing anything wrong, really. No.
No. Alright, well,
Maybe they're up past their bedtime, but you know, it's murder day.
yeah. Right.
Would it be easy just to find a loop around the village, basically, so I don't pass back through the middle?
Yeah, it's a big wide open nowhere. This is like the butthole of Burmania.
I'll do that.
There's this
So as to
little
avoid
brown
questions.
pucker in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's like a callow youth might come from here and then become a big hero one day. But that'd be it.
Well, then return home to kill some more of the villagers.
I'm burning this fucking place to the ground, dude.
Well, the race is on. Do I get there first or does he?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the thing, you guys finish up. You do your evening preps and everything.
Yeah, so I'm going to clean my shield. I'm going to actually go down to the horse.
Whores, he said.
Horse.
You
Go to your horse. Go to your horse.
The Dixon Horse Show.
And I'm going to make sure... I'm going to make...
horse.
Ew. I'm going to make sure nobody's looking, and then I'm going to be like, okay, horse, you probably don't like me.
It looks at
Most
you.
horses don't.
It frisks and stamps its foot a few times.
But you've been less horse than most horses, so I'm going to get a grooming and just groom its mane.
Ah, you only get bitten once.
Oh, so it does bite me.
It's way better than normal. Well, I mean,
Ow.
you're rough. You're not good at this.
What do you mean I groom myself perfectly fine?
Yeah, and because you have that sensory feedback of
Yeah.
like pull and things, you don't tend to like that. But this is another thing. Have you ever tried to
Okay.
comb someone else's hair without them being bothered by
So
it?
before I got bitten, did I notice like it suddenly like...
Sure. I mean, roll perception. Just to make a general wisdom check to identify the cause of the problem.
Yes, 6.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay, that was probably my bad. Sorry, I'll try not to...
It spits scribbles out.
Scribbles, what were you doing in there?
Squeak. Okay, you carry the horse.
And then I will basically say my prayers up in my room and lock the door again and basically go to
Morning
weird.
comes, and so do these two tards.
Yeah.
I believe Roya will be the first one up and downstairs.
I see you, Roya.
You look awful. Here, drink food. There's like half a sandwich and
I'll
mug
have
of
that.
ale.
I have been up all night and day.
You'll
and
want
night.
some sleep then.
I will need sleep, but plans first. After this, I need to talk to.
Well, the walls have ears, so
I need to talk to others to plan. But I'll have this, and then we can go talk.
where's
He'll be here
Percy?
along soon.
When I arrive, I'll start tending to Aberlord first until the stable hand comes up.
Alright.
And then come in for food and beverage.
So I'll have that, and then I'll go knock on Adrian's door.
Yeah.
We need to talk.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
He springs out of bed and opens the door and lets you in.
I thought he would. He's like,
You sleep in pants, right?
Yeah.
We'll go see if Sephiro's up. We had to do it in a bigger space than these tiny rooms.
Yeah.
So I'll go up and knock on Sephiro's door.
I will get.
who is it?
Sulin.
Just one moment. Peek. Yellow eyes. Yep. Open the door.
Yeah, that's where you were looking.
Well, yellow eyes first, and then glaze down.
Glaze. Interesting choice of terms.
Gotta have two-step authentication.
Yeah.
The eyes, the boobs.
Yep. That's
Yes.
Sulan. That's also Sulan.
I mean, someone could have just cut her head off and used it as a flashlight, I guess.
Well,
Good morrow, Sulan.
good morning. Wait till. Are you behind me?
You'll be led upstairs, I guess.
Good morning, Adrian. No absconding tonight.
No, I didn't get kidnapped tonight.
Good, good.
Good morning.
Hello.
I brought beers.
Good morrow. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Roya.
So.
Plug lock again.
Your parents are fine at the moment. But I suggest you write a letter to get them to come here. We'll go down and look at the boards and see if there's anywhere they could work.
Oh, they definitely don't need to work.
Oh no, they're actually probably retired now with what you gave them. That like a peasant could live off that for the rest of their fucking life.
We don't know.
Well, then they could buy a place here, right?
I gave them one of my purses.
Yeah, they could probably buy a place here.
Oh,
and just
wow.
live.
Well, then you might want to write a letter and tell them to leave the town, because once the guard leaves, your town will probably kill them.
Can your parents read?
My mother can.
Well, then write
It's
something.
exceptional and weird.
Yes, it's unusual for people in peasant proficiencies to be able to read.
But Adrian can read.
He's a wizard.
As a kid?
He's a wizard.
Ixnay on the isn't way.
No one's listening. I can tell. These witch guys, do they have remote hearing or something like that? Can they hear from a distance? Do they have like listening spells? Do they have magic?
Do they have magic?
Wouldn't that be hypocritical? No, of
Yes.
course. Never mind.
They have abilities.
That's it. They have abilities, but it all sounds a bit hypocritical to me.
Okay, so we might want to not maybe just say certain things. Good point.
Anyway,
I'll read them a letter.
yes. There was also blue aura people in your town as well.
But what are the auras actually
What
made?
does that even
Don't know. I mean, he's got a blue aura, and so does the.
From what you say, what about 9 out of 10 people seem to have this red aura, but there's just this one and...
No,
And so
no. It's like 1 in 100. 200.
Oh, okay.
I've hardly seen any blue people walking around. I need sleep.
Oh, have you been up?
I haven't
all night?
been. Yes, so I'll retire, and then when you finish that letter, we'll get that to your parents.
If we come
Thanks
across
to-
any tasks, do you wish to be left alone?
I need sleep if I don't sleep.
I'm sure Roya will be happy to. She felt a little bit left out last night.
Yeah, front row.
Just wake me midday, and I'll make my way to them and deliver them the letter.
I'd like just write a quick letter, like outlining like the state of the village and saying they should probably just move, or like try to uproot themselves and move to here using the funds I've given them.
Makes sense. So, what is everyone doing during the morning then?
I'm going to return to the manor to see if there are any new tasks that may have been come across
There are not.
from the steward. Okay.
There's nothing for you today. Check back again tomorrow.
Very well. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant day.
Yeah.
Then I will go to the boards. If Roya or anybody else wants to come with me who's away.
Oh, she
again.
ain't leaving you alone.
I will check the boards also.
There are 3 boards. Lifting and carrying, basically extermination and fighting, fetch and carry, and I am very smart.
I'm very smart, please.
Okay, so most of these just appear to be general notices along the lines of there is one that says, I am much smarter than the rest of you peasants who cannot even read this. I have an IQ of 45, almost twice the maximum any of you will have. You all just till your fields and drink ale while I enjoy more sophisticated lagers. There's another one that says, roses are red, violets are violet, idiots. There's another one that says, I've never really taken any kind of test, but I'm willing to bet that I'm much smarter than the average person. I'm willing to bet I would almost be the smartest it is possible to be. It sort of goes on in this vein, like that.
Okay. I'm going to pay attention to the extermination pest removal board.
Well, there's an old lady who needs some rats removed from her cellar. Apparently there's a murderer in a nearby town, so people should be on the lookout for a long white-haired person. Could be a wizard. Bring their head to the manor for gold bounty.
Easy money.
That's 20. Okay.
First net 21.
Could that have been?
Also, because it could be dangerous if you bring word of where this person might be located to the witchers, then you will receive silver upon the execution of the witch.